there, gang. Welcome back to Chump the Champ. I'm Walynds, but most people call me Wally. Today we've got the transfer special. It's going to be a big one. We've got a bit of money to spend. We've got about 5 million in the bank, so hopefully we can bring in a few players. I've got my eyes on a few people already. We're going to look at a decent backup for Knackers. We're going to look at a decent backup for Valentin. Might be moving Dickie Diamond on. We will see how we go there. And well, we're just looking to strengthen the squad, and someone might catch my eye, let's say. I think we're competitive enough as we are. Obviously, we're losing Canute, and unfortunately, the Silva Lopez has asked to leave the club, so he'll be moving on as well. So I need a couple more of those utility guys that can play in a few positions and cover across the board there. But firstly, we're going to get into the season review here. This just popped up immediately after the last game of the season. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get enough wins to get the record number of wins for the league, and we didn't get Tosi's clean sheet record either. Oh, well, them's the breaks. I think the boys took the foot off a little bit towards the end. I did too, to be fair. We played some kids and whatnot because we could. But here we go. Let's have a look. Right, so signing of the season. Well, no big surprise there. It's Abel Montoya. He's done really well coming off the bench. 19 appearances, 19 of those off the bench. Still managed 16 goals and 6 assists with an average of 7.24. That is pretty good. Claude Cunning did all right, I guess. For 350k, I'm not complaining. Alea, well, obviously not here, is the real signing of the season, which was Rubio, but never mind. Or the real player of the season, which was Rubio, but never mind. Alea, yeah, I'll be bringing him in permanently. We've got the extension on that, so he proved to be quite good in the last few matches of the seasons. Desjardins, yeah, look, he'll stay around as a backup keeper, providing he's willing to do that. And I think we'll be moving Rodriguez on. So they were the only 4 players that we signed last season. So that is how well we did. I'd like to get rid of that 7.5, but I reckon he'll be asking for big wages if I go to re-sign him now. We'll see how it goes. Valentin's also come to me for a new contract, but we'll sort that out later. So how did the season go? Well, boys and girls, we finished top of the table on 87 points at the end of the regular season. 7 points clear of Anderlecht. We've qualified for the Champions League. Tom Lecoq missed out. Poor bugger. We're starting to get along a bit now. He's showing me a bit of respect instead of the disrespect that he showed me in our earlier press interactions. So the rivalry's still there, but it is one of those even more competitive, friendly rivalries, I guess, now. We did really well. Good an A+ for that, absolutely. Belgian Cup, don't care. Didn't do well. Don't care. Won't be caring next year either. The 7-1 win against Shaloria was good. I actually thought the 6-0 win against Standard Liège was the better one of the games. Shaloria, unfortunately, relegated at the end of the season. Oh, let's just have a look at that there. Moskron, who were the first team we applied for way back in the save, that Tom Lecoq got the job for and we didn't, which started the rivalry. They've been relegated. Charleroi also been relegated. Unfortunate for them. Coming up, though, our old friends, Sarang, they've come back up. So that's good. We'll have a little bit of a spicy rivalry with them going on as well. And goal of the season, I think that was the one that you saw in the last episode. No, it wasn't. It was on before Christmas. But it was a good goal. He scored a few good goals this year. Rubio, well and truly worth the 350k. We haven't up-repped over the season, but I hope we do continue to up-rep by playing in the Champions League. Sponsorship, money, and broadcast revenue strangely down, but other revenues up, which is good. No competition prize money. That's a bit weird. Probably hasn't been doled out yet. That's probably how that's working. Top of the shirt sales was Canute. Unfortunately, he's gone. Romero, Montoya, Bella Marquis, and Big Kev. I would have thought Big Kev would have sold a bit more, but Canute, club legend, been there ages. Romero, Bella Marquis. Makes me want to go on a tour of South America. Incidentally, Montoya been called up for the Colombia squad as well, so that's good. This is how he lined up this season, and that is a pretty accurate representation of what's gone on. Tosi in the goal, Ganaka, Verbruga, Masalovic, and Valentin at the back four. Canute and Bella Marquez behind Romero. Cunny and the traitorous Facundo Rubio on the wing there. Look at that rating, 7.89. I am so miffed that that boy has gone to a retirement league at 21 years of age in Saudi Arabia. What an idiot. Big Kev up front. No doubts about that. 27 goals on the season for Big Kev. So here we go, the club awards. Fans player of the season, Marcelovic. Yeah, that's probably well-deserved. Absolutely hands down, that's for Brugge for young player of the season. Signing of the season, Montoya we knew about. Goal of the season, Romero we knew about. Big Kev, 27 goals. How many of them are in the league? 26 of them were in the league for Big Kev. So from 27 appearances and 11 substitute appearances, very, very good. Both of my strikers, so happy with the both of them. Most assists, Romero on 13. I think that actually Rubio has more assists than that, but he's not at the club, so he's not listed. Most man of the match awards went to Marcelovic, highest average rating, Marcelovic, and Big Frank with the most passing completed. Record breakers, so Kevin Denke with the new record mark for goals in a season. As you can see there, Facundo Rubio, 17 assists. Imagine if he played the whole season for us. I don't think we would have been having that little wobble that we had in the last episode, guys, if that he'd have been there. But them's the breaks. Most clean sheets. Tosi takes it 24. 25 would have got in the league record, but we couldn't do it for him. Most and Rubio, 14 player of the match awards, shading Marcelovic significantly while he was still with the club. That's how much a big of a loss he was. He could be playing in the Champions League. Instead, he's playing in the sand in Saudi Arabia. What an idiot. And most league goals by Denke. His record has gone out to 153. Fantastic stuff there. We finished top. Look, we're a class above everyone else. I actually agree with that. Normally these media things are a bit off the cuff, but I reckon they've got that 100% right. From about 6 or 7 matches into the season, it was evident we were in with a real chance here, and we've taken it with both hands. And there's no snatching anything from the jaws of anything because we did really well. So here is our overall best 11 squad. Who's new that's been put in there? Rubio has been put in there. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Tosi, Berlamarco and Montoya have all come in. Those guys on the bench. But that's a pretty good lineup there. Popovic, who he sold there. I mean, we've had interaction with a lot of these guys. Supports a lot there. Probably going to be letting Supports a lot go. He's just not quite the standard that we need. Obviously, you haven't seen him a lot this season except in emergencies. I don't think you've seen him on camera at all. Maybe once or twice. I can't remember. But that is really good. And Matthias Machan, obviously, we lost him and he disappeared off to Benfica. Do you know what? I'd have him back. Who's he wanted by? Torino, Goujon, Seville. Perhaps we could bring him back to the club. We got to settle on him, so we'd effectively have a discount. So Dillon, Valetnik, who retired at the end of the season, Popovic, Darland, and Merchan are the back four, Canute and Hodic behind Porcelot, Bert de Kock and Rubio on the wings, and Big Kev up front. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff indeed. So we got all the other normal stuff here now. A bit the where are we now though? Did Bert de Kock actually turn out for Borussia Dortmund at all this season? No, he didn't. So he has been rotting on the bench, Bert de Kock. Wanted by big clubs, though. Someone come and pay big money for him. Please do. I've got a nice, big, fat, juicy sell-on that boy. Really good. Of course, we're outstanding in the Pro League A. We've won the Champions Division there. Anyone to look at here? No. Other than Valetnik, who has retired, so that's good. Let's have a quick look at this. Signed French players in France, yeah. Defensively solid football, high-tempo football, pressing football. Yeah, well, they're quite happy with what I'm playing, obviously, because their expectations have changed to meet how I'm playing. Could do without this signing French players rubbish, but we're owned by Monaco. I've worked that out now, because we're owned by Monaco. We sign French players. I get it. They want us to feed them more French players. I get it. I see how it works now. Let's go to the team meeting. Shall we say we're going to do it again next season? We'll go for top 6. No, they're a bit more happy with that. All right. We just won the league, boys. Of course you want to win it again. Oh, football manager, you're so silly. That's exactly the sort of action afterwards. I mean, the Champions Cup proper. A lot of stages. We're just going to go Champions Cup proper. Sounds good. All right. Sort of action I was after. We're not going to discuss any promises. Cool. Thank you, boys. Not a bad meeting. That's the first time I've fluffed one for a bit. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Do we have any extra money coming in here from the club? We'll just accept the current vision there. No, that's it. All right, so I got £5 million to spend in this transfer window. I'm going to go have a look at that sort of stuff. And to be fair, I'm going to go have some lunch as well. We'll be back to you very, very shortly with transfer progress. Right, so as expected, as soon as I started scouting for players, the board took that money that we made from selling Rubio off me, and they've given me a transfer budget less than £1 million. I might be cashing into that Decot clause, guys. Clause. Anyway, not good stuff. That's left me a little bit light on the funds. We'll have to see what we can do. In Wally news, I've won manager of the season, so I bloody well should. Win ratio of 75%. Honourable mentions to Kevin Iris from Stanton Liege and old mate from Frank's Borens down here, Dante Brogno. He's done really good there. They don't have 2 cents to rub together, so they've done really well. My chairperson's pleased that I've won manager of the year. Also, so we should be. Shouldn't take my transfer money away from me, though. I mean, what am I here for? I self-generate transfer budget by doing what they ask, buy a player, sell it for a profit, and they take all my money. This might be an interesting Champions League campaign. And in all the wrong ways. I mean, Football Manager's got some BS mechanics, guys. We all know that, but this is the one that annoys me the most, I think. Like, Cercle Brugge dropped 18 places in our European club rankings. How? I mean, how? We just won the Belgian top flight for the first time since the 1930s. We've qualified for the qualifying rounds of the Champions League, and we've downranked. Really, game? Go home, FM. You're drunk. Some more bad news I've only just realised as well. We're somehow overspending our wage budget. Only got about 10k to move. I mean, I have signed a couple of new contracts on guys. I've locked down Valentin for transfer value. Smeckens is locked down for transfer value. Smeckens is worth 5 million inexplicably. A couple of the youth kids are worth 5 million. I smell a rat here. Something weird is going on. Is it the precursor to the mother of all FMings? That is the question. That is the question, gang. Anyway, the finances don't look particularly good, do they? I mean, we've not made a huge amount of money. I mean, there's the Rubio money already gone by here. Other than that minor overspend, we're £200 a week over there. I've kept inside everything that the club wants me to do, and we're not doing well financially. Not my problem. I'm doing everything the club asks. I'm staying in the wage budget. I'm selling players for profit. They're taking the money. I'm only getting 70% of the transfer revenue until 17 million's beginning. Then it'll drop to 40. I mean, geez. I think I'm going to have to cash in that the cock clause if I want to do anything this transfer window. I really didn't want to, but it's looking like the way things are going to be here. I thought there was supposed to be some sort of cup draw. No, there's not. Okay. Well, I got lied to by the game again. Well, let's hope I can find a bargain. I mean, we had an offer for Martins, but that was only for 3.7 million. He's worth more than that. So I'm holding out. Hopefully they send me another offer and we can do something. Do some business of some sort because I need some depth. Right, guys, this is the first transfer movement we've got here. We have sold Wayne's Martins for allegedly 4.2 million, but somehow we're only getting 900k added to the transfer budget. What's going on here? What's going on? I'm baffled. I'm going to accept the deal anyway. I was going to wish the lad well. Good stuff. Good. He wants to come back one day. He's happy with that. Good stuff. Head to the summary. Yeah, that's it's weird. I did work out what went on with Stefano Alea though. I only played him in 11 games and he needed to play in 15 for me to trigger the transfer fee. So I've had to go back in. I've put a bid in for him at 600k. I mean, that'd be good. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Hopefully it goes through. Why is it not showing here? Why is it not showing? In. And we've also put in a bid for this fella at 326k, David Monroy. So we might have to cash in the cock clause here. Monroy is he's basically going to be Silas Ganaka's successor. Not quite as quick, but look, he's got really good mentals there, good marking, good tackling. Yeah, he is probably more of a defensive left-back option than Ganaka being the attacking one. So that's good. That gives me some versatility there. We've offered this guy's cheap as chips, 110k for Adrian Askews here. He's basically going to be my Canute replacement and obviously my Wayne's Martins replacement now because, as you saw, Martins has moved on. Another Peruvian. We're really doubling down on these South Americans, and as you can say, Stefano Olay, 600k. I've got a feeling that might not go through that one. We will see. We will see. They really don't want to sell him now. But the kind of thing, if we don't sell him, that is my signal to sign more midfielders and play two up front and play Montoya and Denki alongside each other. We've had a couple of loan offers for the fringe boys, but it is what it is. We've got a lot of transfer value on some of these guys. It's amazing how much qualifying for the Champions League and winning a league title and having that on the player's CV really pushes their value up. I mean, look, Claude Cunny was worth a couple $100K not so long ago. £5.6 million now. Montoya, like 7.4 to 10. And the jewel on the crown here, Camilo Romero, 14 to 16.5 million. I got a funny feeling someone might be coming knocking on the door for him pretty bloody soon, and that will leave me in all sorts of strife. Let's just have a quick look at his contract. Does he have a release clause? No, I don't think he does. So I will be able to play hardball for him, but a lot of these guys that I've just signed off coming on release clauses. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. De Silva Lopez is still with us at this stage. I haven't been able to find anyone to buy him. Bram Roos is off on international duty. He might find himself getting a bit more time in the team this year. We're just strapped for cash already. Already strapped for cash. Anyway, I'm going to run this through and we'll come back to you if there's any more news. There are fixtures out at the moment, but it's only friendlies at the moment, and we do play in the Belgian Super Cup against the cup winner, so that'll probably be the first game we bring you before the start of the season proper. Let's hope we can improve our depth a little bit more and perhaps add a little bit of quality to the team, and we'll see where we go from there. So we missed out on Monroy here. He's chosen to go and play with whoever has he played with. He's Valencia, so he's off to La Liga. So can't say I overly blame him. I mean, he only would have got to play in the Champions League. Instead, he's playing for a little team over in Spain. I get the feeling this is going to be the theme of the transfer window. Right, so Stefano Olaya is joining us, which is good. That means I really won't have to change my tactical plans too much, which is good because the guys are used to playing this way. He's come in 600k. Yeah. I had a buyout for him for just under 100. So I've paid over 5 times more than I would have if I'd actually played him or reduced the amount of games to trigger the transfer clause. Oh, well, you live and you learn. As strange as it is for an Aussie in the current climate to be signing an army of Peruvians, I've signed another one. Adrian Askews joins the club for a mere 115,000 British pounds sterling. He's a 29-year-old central midfielder. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. Look at that. Pretty happy with that. I think he's going to have the stamina to gegenpress all right. He can play in any of the midfield roles that I play. He can play as a box-to-box, Mazzala, Carolero, ball-winning midfielder. He can probably play as the central midfielder on attack. His finishing is not great, but he's more likely to play alongside Bella Markby in the playmaker role, so that is an entire Peruvian central midfield that I have now. Rasmussen also be getting plenty of time given the fact that we are in the in the Champions League. So, but look at that. He takes good corners. He's an all right free kick taker. Good long shots. I think he is going to be a good threat. He does everything that I want him to do. Welcome to the club, Adrian. Why haven't I found this guy before? What a dude. Rightio, gang, here we go. It's the Super Cup coming up against OHL. Our first chance for silverware for the season. Let's hope we can start it on the, well, start the season on the front foot here. We're gonna make one change to the bench here, but we're probably not. I'm just going to introduce you to a few guys here. This fella in Shimmer, I'll get my mouth around that at some stage. In Shimrimama. He's just there to cover the left, essentially. He's got a bit of pace. He can cross a ball. So he's just there for a bit of experience. There's another guy from the under-18s who is very, 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 very good that come through in the youth intake. Where is the boy? Where has he gone? Kuchara. That's right. Actually, he's probably the one I'm going to play. No, he's not. But he's also, they're both very good. I mean, look at the value on him. He's already worth 1.2 million. And here is also worth nearly $1 million already. Both of those boys, quite good. You might see them feature in a couple of the quieter league games this season. But otherwise, it's a pretty familiar lineup considering, all things considered, yeah. Like, I haven't triggered the Decock clause yet, so I still have some money to spend if the right player comes up. But at this stage, I think I've made enough changes to plug the gaps. Anything now will be a depth signing. I'm still kind of looking for perhaps a backup left winger or a backup left back. I'm still looking at that Argentinian fella that we showed you in the last window, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, let's get into the Super Cup here. We start with Tosi in goal. The back four is the four from last season. Ganaka, Maselevic, Verbrugge, and Valentin as the back four. Askews comes in as the new deep-lying playmaker, replacing Canute, Bellamarque, and Romero, make an all-Peruvian central midfield there. Cooney and Alea adds to the amount of Peruvians in the team on the right-hand side there. Alea's natural fitness isn't great, so you'll probably see a fair bit of Montoya and or some of the other boys featuring out there, perhaps even Supports a lot, who I did sign up for another couple of years. And Big Kev gets the start up front. So let's get into the match here and see what we can do. You just have that number, young man. And let's do this. Right, we're going to outstretch the arms. I'm going to pump the fist and tell him to go out there and win the trophy for the fans. We've already got complacency from this fella. I mean, I don't like seeing that at all. I do not like seeing that at all. Yeah, they're asking about Canute leaving. Look, I couldn't help that. Really couldn't help it, could I? You know, it's the way things are. Right, let's get the match sounds back on. So it freaks me out playing without the match sounds. It really, truly does. Rightio, let's get into the game here. Pre-season form pretty good. We had a wobble early, and we did play in. Oh, look, Maselevic. Back stick straight away. Nakas finds him. And it shouldn't even be Nakas taking the corner. It should be the new boy, the central midfielder I signed. 15 corners, apparently. Need to get him hooked up out there. But that is a very good start to the season. We're less than 10 minutes in and we've scored a goal already. And let's see if we can win the ball back with our press here. Right. Montenegro for OHL. Finds Jusilia. They're taking their time here. They're trying to lure us out, but I back my boys to win that ball back almost every time. Alea was quite good in the preseason. Valentin and Dickie Diamond both very good in the preseason. They'll be Dickie Diamond's still talking about going on loan, but I'm sure with our European commitments this season, Dickie Diamond will get a lot more match time. Oh, Bellamarque. Valentin and Bellamarque combined to score a fantastic, well-worked team goal there. Started at the defence with the interception, and it's gone all the way down the right flank to Valentin here, who just seems to go from strength to strength. Nice little cut back there from Alea to the outside there, and Bellamarque makes no mistake. We know the boy's got an eye for goal, and the Peruvian connection in midfield really, really paying off already. You can see Alea's already starting to tire. So I think we will bring I have played Montoya in the wide target man role there earlier in the season, in the preseason, and it's worked really well. But we've got the option to play him as the wide target man. Oh, is that an own goal? It's very nearly. They very nearly conceded there with a little bit of a goal mouth scramble there, OHL. Yeah, we've played him in the wide target man role, but I'm also keen to play that offset forward role that we played late last season because it worked really well. Off the woodwork, Marcelovic nearly gets his second. Busian. Oh, Askew's murders him. That's definitely a yellow card for Askew's. He gets away with it, Askew's. Doesn't get... Oh, no, he does. Yes, he's been booked. No more of that, please, mate. That's that's not ideal. Suboptimal, I'd say that was. I'm going to pump the fist. Tell them to go out there and get the trophy. We are going to make a couple of substitutions here, or probably just the one, in fact. We're going to bring a layer off, and as I said, we are going to bring on Abel Montoya out there, and he's going to go out there as the wide target man. Yep, hear me out. He plays really well there, and because of his reasonably good passing, flair, and technique, he seems to be able to... He just feeds Big Kev. He did all sorts of good things there for us in the preseason, so out he goes. Right, go out there and win us some early silverware, get our season off to a good start, lads. 2-0 up here at home against OHL. All right, Ganaka to Askew's, the new boy. Back to Ganaka. Askew's on the ball here. Now let's see what he can do here. He'll play better balls for us, I'm sure. Valentin puts it in, finds Cooney on the far post, but Cunny can't quite get there. Ooh, his value has gone up tremendously, Cunny. We have a lot of players that are worth a fair bit of money in the squad at the moment, and I'm kind of dreading what's going to happen in a few weeks' time on deadline day, which will probably be the next episode we bring you, because we may well be parting company with some of these boys out. Askews can come off for Raf Smackens there. We're just going to settle him in slowly. Everyone else is playing reasonably well, except Big Kev. Right, Big Kev can come off, and we're going to put Montoya there. And do you know what? We're going to... A rare treat for everyone. Supporslot can come on here, and he can reprise his role that he played for us in the first season here, Supporslot, when we were in European competition, and fatigue made us play him out there. But we've got several guys there. The young Mohawk fella Fernandez players out there. Like I said, Montoya players out there. A couple of nearly but not quite knocking around in the under-21s also play out there. So I think we're going to rely on internal depth there, unless we get... Oh, Cunny has been there or thereabouts for a lot of the game there today. Really quite happy with that. Right, Marcelovic is done. I'll sort this. Thank you. Marcelovic can come off for Chindris. And if we do lack in one spot, that's probably yet a central defender. I do have Regis Pierre sitting on the bench there as well. And obviously Rodriguez can play in the centre of defence as well. So, look, we have options. Rightio. Who else wants to come off here? I think we're going to bring a Dickie Diamond on for a half an hour here. And that should do us, Teddy Bear. I mean, how many more subs do we have? We had 2 remaining. We've made them. All right. Pump the fists. Out there, lads. Make me proud. Let's go and win ourselves some early silverware. It would be quite nice. Brune, who we sent on loan there, doing well. Or coming on for them, rather. Montoya on the ball. Yeah, his hold-up play is just fantastic. Montoya, Porcelot just finds himself in the right spot so many times. Porcelot, we know that. And just great stuff. I got a soft spot for Porcelot, not just because of the name, but because of him just cropping up at the right time in the right places all the time in the first season. Sat the entire season down the bench last year and still remains a big part of the social group of the club. So it would be good to get him out there. He's got good attitude and he's got a professional character, so he's good for mentoring the younger folk in the team. Right. Well, we seem to have got this one. Oh, he's absolutely murdered Romero there. Yeah, Gasila with some guerrilla tactics there. Off he goes. Rightio. Bojan finds a Boone. That is not our Boone. That is a different Boone. Boone's also got out on loan, as has Enzo Dumont. I reckon, hopefully I can sell on Dumont at the end of it. But I reckon it's a good thing for Lucas Boone to go out on loan, and that's a sloppy goal to concede. Pellegrini won't score too many easier ones than that this year. He's got in between Chindris and Verbrugge there. And neither of them really claim responsibility for marketing here. Look, he's right in the seam there. And really, that's Verbrugge's error there. He's let his man get goal side of him, and that is the end of it for us. But we run out here, calling it early. Chindris nods this one away. Montoya's going to beat his man to the ball. No, he slides in though, Montoya. He contests enough, can't he? Smeckens plays a speculative ball there, shall we say. Now, we'd like not to concede another one here, gentlemen. Come on. All right, Montenegro. Derek. I need to get my mouth around some of these words. All right, Boone. Come on, lads. Just close it out. Oh, no. Oh, that's a good save from Tosi, and Dickie Diamond makes with the clearance. There's some tired legs out there for us. It is still early season. I have flogged the boys on the track in pre-season like I normally do. We are looking to gegenpress as much as we can this season. We are still training the three lineups. I think I'm going to remove the wing play option. But there it is. Our first silverware of the season. And the Super Cup is ours. Out the boys walk there. Who's the captain for us here? It's is that Ganaka? Can't quite see. I don't even know who number 12 is. Learn your squad numbers, Wally. Learn your squad numbers. There I am there. Not looking overly pleased about proceedings, but I'm there. And there we go. Good stuff. We're off to a great start of the season here. Fireworks already. The ticker tape is out. And let's keep going as we have started this season. Who are we going to get the cartwheel from here? Number 35, whoever that is. Again, learn your squad numbers, Wally. That might be Dickie Diamond, I think, 35. We're going to have a look. Yes, it's Dickie Diamond with the cartwheel. Love it. Richard Deman, the man himself. Rightio, congrats, lads. Congrats. Everyone's done pretty well there. Rightio, so I think I've decided we're coming back to you for the transfer window. So we've got a few games to get through before that. And then we can conclude our transfer business there. Let's have a quick look at the schedule and make sure that's not too far away. Yeah, we're only a couple of games away from the transfer window closing. So we'll probably play through these unless I get a bit antsy. I mean, we are playing Tom the Cock in the meantime, but we'll see. And also, we might have a European draw to bring you soon as well. So stay tuned. What a great start to the season, guys. Leave a big like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Go check this video out up here. My name's Walynds. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.